For my next guest, we'll let the music speak for itself. Here's a beautiful original composition called Wanted. She is a musical collaboration between limbs, strings and vocal cords. Her music is seamlessly sewn together, each beat, melody and bass line put exactly in place to create songs that pull on those heartstrings. Please welcome the elegant multi-instrumentalist Abby Wade. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much.
I've got to start just by saying, Wanted, what an amazing track. For our listeners, they can't see you. And the setup that you had for your session, in very simple terms, could you explain to me what you've had to bring to create that original masterpiece?
So the first sound that you hear is a sample that I recorded in Brighton at a printing press and then manipulated to make into a drum beat. So that's the first sound that you hear, and that kind of goes through a processor. And then I also have the cello, which is being put through a long delay, and then there's a kind of a scratch and a snare kind of hit, which I do on the cello as well, and that you can hear that then delaying. And then I'm singing and I'm looping the vocals and I'm looping the cello, and
while you're playing, it's all live looping,
looping, and all that crazy
amazing
stuff.
Creates such a wonderful sound and wonderful layering and textures. Was this sound inspired by Brighton? You did say you sampled a sound from Brighton. Why?
So it was, the song is kind of based around all the tracks on my upcoming album are based around loosely human emotions, and this one is about being kind of stuck or repeating the same things again and again. And so I thought the printing press would work for that,
because it does.
So that's what I just managed to kind of get my friend to say yes and let me into his printing press, his workplace.
That's amazing. And I've heard you sort of refer to the album as a visual album, and taking sort of sounds from different spaces in London and Brighton. What is a visual album? What does that mean?
I guess I've always, whenever I play, I think different lyrics kind of bring back different pictures in your head of childhood or specific things that happen to you. And I thought I'd just kind of play on that a little bit with my album, and introduce some sounds and location sounds, just to kind of even more so put them in the place.
And is that a personal memory, or are you trying to project it for the listener? Is it something that's very personal to you?
I think I think specific parts are quite personal to me, but the way I write is quite open. I don't really write in the first person, so it's not like a story, so to speak. I mean, there are parts that are in first person, but so it's kind of up to interpretation, which I do like that. I don't like to be too kind of closed. So,
and you've had quite a nice influence into your musical journey from your grandmother.
Yes.
How did she influence you and introduce you to music?
She was a pianist. She used to play for kindergarten children and for ballet schools and things like that. And she was based in America, though, so I only got to see her on and off. And she was the one that initially started teaching me pieces and bringing me, manuscripts and things to play. So I started doing that. Wow. And then, it went from there,
and
really.
It goes from there. And the journey continues. So
it does indeed. Never ending.
I was very, never ending journey, which is great. It allows us to create endless pieces of music. I'm so interested in how you use the cello as a percussive instrument, and then you can loop those sounds. How did you first discover that would be a good sound to incorporate into your music? And was there almost an apprehension of, if I keep hitting this wonderful, beautiful wood of this cello, how will it affect the sound? How will it affect the appearance of this fantastic instrument? And they're not cheap.
No, definitely. Yeah, for sure. I was very worried about classical instrumentalists, seeing me hitting the cello. In fact, I did a track with an orchestra where I wanted them all to hit their instruments. And they were like, should we just hit the stands instead?
And did you give in?
Yeah, I did. Of course, I wasn't going to make them hit their instruments. No. But I was like, you could just tap it. And they were just like, no. So it hasn't broken yet. I've been doing it for years and it hasn't broken. So
do you have sort of marks on the cello there?
Definitely.
But each telling a story.
Yeah. It's worn into the world of
That's beautiful. It's very unique and one of a kind sound, so to speak. You spoke of playing with an orchestra and playing in a classical setting. With this new experimental way that you compose music and play music. How has your music been received from, I like to call the classical police, if you like?
I haven't had too much encounters with the classical police. Yes. I think because it's not pretending to be classical, really. It's, if anything, it's avant-garde and popular, kind of more popular side of music. So yeah, I haven't had to worry too much. I haven't tried to put myself in that setting.
Do you see yourself creating music for almost like a symphony orchestra or lots more strings?
Yeah, I mean, I obviously I did this, when I say obviously, these guys don't know, but I wrote the album and I worked with an orchestra, but it was a small orchestra, so I'd love to do it with a bigger orchestra. Yeah, more crazy stuff.
That's amazing. Yeah. Well, it would be good to see how they can incorporate it, and if you can get the insurance to bang on those cellos. Imagine a symphony orchestra all tapping away. It would be a fantastic sound.
Yeah.
I'll be there for that performance, most definitely. And this unique sound, as you say, that you've created, how did it come about? Were you playing at home, just playing away and improvising as you do to create, and found this sound, or how did you come across it?
Well, I went to art school, or music and visual art, and I was really deeply influenced by John Cage, Steve Reich, all these people, and the prepared piano, which is something I love to do as well.
Yes.
And I just thought, well, why can't you do that on a cello? So I was kind of just went from there, really, and just I wanted some beats in my music as well. So I brought in, I used to have a big bass drum, but that's really hard to carry around. So I used to play with a bass drum and a tambourine and things with my feet, which then moved on to also sampled live with I still play them with my feet.
Yes.
But, so it was that, and then I went on to creating percussive sounds on the cello to kind of complement what was going on with those two sounds as well. So.
And incorporating the electronics, because again, the listeners can't see, but on the floor she has an array of pedals that you can use to loop the sounds. You come with your own effects unit, so everything is there so that you can really control every sound that you create. Was that a learning process, or were you inspired by somebody or saw them using these things?
It was, I guess, a two-pronged thing, really. One was just trying to make it a little bit more portable.
Yes.
And be able to carry it easier than having the whole drum kit.
Easier than carrying a bass drum.
So that, and also because I was, creating my own samples and things, it just made sense to digitize it and have it triggered through electronics. And I also love electronic music, so...
yes, it was a no-brainer.
To continue that, to that kind of vein,
Well, I've been on your social networking, and you're really good at sort of documenting all the different places you've played. And I've seen pictures online of you in churches and castles and a record store, fantastic settings. I've probably said quite a few of them, but what is one of the strangest places that you've ever had to do a gig?
Gosh, there's got to be some strange ones. I'm trying to think. Gosh, I know one of I played a festival. I'm trying to remember the name of it now, where I played up a treehouse.
Wow!
So I think that was probably the strangest one. Yeah,
and with your full setup.
Full setup with a violinist and a violinist as well, Eliza J. Yeah,
fantastic.
We were up there.
Wow! And then performing down to an audience on the ground.
On the ground.
Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try and remember what the festival's called.
And did you have quite atmospheric sounds that then would be projected?
Just wonderful. Soaked it in reverb and just sent it out across the field. Yeah, it was really, really special.
That would be a visual moment for me. That would have let me, really take me away with your music. That would be fantastic. Now, we're up in the air. This is a live session on the plane right now with British Airways. What sort of holiday do you like to go on? Are you a chill and relaxed person? Do you like to have activities, walking, skiing? What sort of holiday do you like to go on, your dream holidays?
I'm such a contradiction. Do you know, I love going somewhere nice and hot, but I like to explore So I do like to go somewhere where there's stuff that I can explore and find out and be like the first person there.
So what would be your dream destination? I like this. I like where this is going. What would be your dream destination? It could be anywhere in the world, untapped or tapped.
I'd love to go to the Galapagos Islands.
Oh, there we go. We got there. That would be...
that's just,
Oh,
just
fantastic.
Really
well,
and
untapped, and with your
untapped,
cello, of course, and sampling recording devices. Well, that is absolutely fantastic to understand your process and understand how you make music.
Thank you.
I am so in love with your sound and with your creativeness. Can we hear a bit more music, if that's okay?
Yes, of course.
We forgot to say that there's also a piano here in the studio.
Yes.
So it would be great to hear something coming from your upcoming debut album, which you've released in 2017, Beautifully Astray. Can we hear the song A Bit Like Love?
Yes. Yeah, I'll get the piano.
Fantastic. Thanks so much, Abby.
Please let my heart freeze against this half-closed dance. It's what we wanted, but it doesn't feel a bit like love to me. Love to me. Like a clock that's biting every second. I'm holding to the glass and waiting for my lesson. Eye and ear and nose, it harbors every chord, settling the ceiling wax, but it doesn't feel a bit like love to me. Love to me. Love to me. Love to me. Declare an action, nor play